Hello, everyone, and welcome to we're on episode 15 of Paint Calm on a Friday. I'm so pleased to have you here. I'm sticking with my theme of bubbles today, and the materials that I'm going to be using, I've got a square 7" by 7", or 7.5" maybe, sketchbook. It's the Light Wish 100% cotton cold press 300 GSM. I've got a mixing palette here. I've also got my Graphitint paints out. These are inks by Derwent, and they've kind of got a grainy graph, like a Graphitint kind of grain on them. That didn't make much sense, did it? Graphite, that's what I'm looking for. These are the colours. Bear with me, it's a Friday. Okay. And so I'm just going to be using some of those colours. For those of you that don't know, in each of the Derwent paint pan sets, you do get these kind of colour swatches on this glassine type paper. So you don't have to paint them out if you didn't want to, but I have. I've just done it as well. We're going to start off then by doing a circle, funnily enough, and I want it to be quite faint, and I want the top part to be missing, if that makes some sense to any of you. And I don't want my circle to take up the whole of my page, so let me give you a bit of an example here. I'm going to rub a bit of that out. I'm going to tidy that up a bit so that my circle it's a circle with the top off. Should we call it that? A circle with the top off. Okay. The idea behind this is that this is like one of those bubbles that children blow. You know, they get that bubble liquid and the wand, and they blow the bubbles. And then we're going to do lots of other bubbles around the outside. So to start off with, I think I'm just going to use my size 6 today, and I'm going to use this kind of autumn brown colour, but I'm water. Oh, you can't see that bit, can you? Hold on, let me move along. It's because that's in the way. Let's just clip you further down there, then I can go in. There you are. Right, I'm using this autumn brown colour, just faintly to start off with, and I just want to get a little bit of like a horizon line going on so that I can get some trees in. So I'm just going to let that feather out a bit. So it's quite faint at the minute. And then I'm going to take some of my what's called meadow colour, and I'm going to get my first tree in, and I'm going right up to the edge here, but not right down to the horizon line that I made. And I started off quite faintly, but then I've added in some darker, more concentrated bits of paint, same colour. Right, let's go with our autumn brown next, and maybe we'll get another tree in here next to that. So just tree kind of shapes. They're just shapes, really. And then let's get some darker bits in there as well, so that it's not all one colour again. And I think behind that we'll go with the, let's go with the steel blue, and we'll get maybe one that looks a little bit like a fir tree if we can. Kind of peeking out from the back there. Okay, let's go back with our green again, and now we'll get a tall thin tree in here next, I think. Like that. So we're just building up some trees. Let's go with slate green, that looks quite nice. We'll have that next, and perhaps we'll have a real squat kind of tree here. And then, oh, maybe we'll go with aubergine. The nice thing about this palette is that it does all work. The colours seem to all work together, so that's always a bonus. There we go. So we've got some trees going on there, and I can't. Well, I don't know. Let's just see. Maybe we can. What colour shall we use? Maybe we'll use this port colour, which is quite dark. And I just want to get some little tree trunks in. Like so. Back to my size 6. And now I'm going to get some of these, what should I call them? Wavy lines in. And let's have a bit of the dark indigo in there. And a bit of the green. So it's just kind of sweeping around. And then we can just make sure that go back in with my autumn brown, and I'm just going to make sure that my trees are fairly grounded. So that we've got something like that going on. I think they look rather cute. Do we need something in the back of there maybe? Let's go with the dark indigo, and maybe we'll just pop another little tree poking out in the back there. And then we need our port, because we need a little stem for it, like so. Did I get my head in the shot again? Oh, I hope not. Right, now we're just going to take a mixture of our colours and do some more circles. And do some light ones as well as some darker ones. not too dark for around the edge here, because we want our main bubble to stand out a bit more. What colour shall we go with? Let's go with the blue. So these are all fairly pale-ish. Have a bit of the slate green. You can just use the colours that you used in your painting. Just keeping going with these bubbles. Which I think is quite effective. Like so. Don't want to do any more. Maybe one more down here. Okay, now I'm going to dry that one off. Right, what I'm bringing in now is I've got this Derwent Graphitint mixed media set, as well as the little paint pan set. And this has got some of the Graphitint pencils in. These are water soluble. And you can see we've got some very similar colours to what's going on in the paint pan. So I'm going to use some of these pencils now. What should we use first? I think I want a bit of an outline. Is this one aubergine? This one's aubergine. So I just want to carefully, if I can, let's hope my hand's a bit steadier than it was the other day. I want to go around this edge so that the edge stands out a bit more. Yes, that's good. Right. And then I'm wondering whether to do something in these little, let me move over a bit now. Then I can maybe bring this in a bit more. There we go. You can see that a little bit better. I mean, it does come with the paints. Those are the paints that come with it. So this is a good enough set on its own, really. Right. I think we will outline some of these bubbles. And we might even do something like that. Let's play a little bit, shall we? Right, what have we got here? This is called Ivy. And we might use Ivy up here as well. I don't think I'm going to do that inside every single one, but maybe we can just have almost like smaller bubbles inside this one. Just on one side, maybe going round a bit. Not necessarily on all of it, like that. Yeah, I quite like that. Okay, what should we do with this one? Maybe I'm trying to kind of stick with the kind of circle theme, if you like. So perhaps we'll have something like that. Okay, let's change our pencil. That one didn't come from there. Actually, the thing that's missing in here is that it comes with a water brush. I should tell you. There you go. You can see a picture of a water brush on the front there. Right, let's take our blue, which is called Shadow in actual fact. And let's go around that one. And that one. And maybe I'll just shade this in, but leave a little bit. I like where the light's catching it. Yeah, so that it's not completely filled in. Right, let's move on and use chestnut. Okay, well, I think chestnut fits quite nicely with this one and this one. Yep, we'll leave it as those two. And we could have another one that kind of does that. And then this one, we need it to be curvy, don't we? Maybe it goes like that. Okay. Right, let's find another colour. Let's go with, what colour is this called? Dark indigo. Okay, let's use you around the edge here. Like so. Now then, maybe we'll have another one with those small bubbles, so that we've got some repeating patterns, but maybe this time it kind of goes across rather than round. And then on these two, no, we've got three here, haven't we? Ooh, okay. So we could have another one of these kind of swirly patterns. We can have, what else should we have? Maybe we'll have another one where it's just shaded. And then we can have another one that's going around like that. Okay, now we've still got 3 that colour, and then we've got these tiny ones, but I'm wondering, because I really haven't got my gold pen out yet, and I really want to use my gold pen, so I'm going to go around some of these little ones with my gold pen, and then just go around the edge of that one. Just doing some repeats here, basically. I'm sure you might be able to come up with something different than me. I think we'll just have one. That one. And then we'll have one like that. Okay, and then we've got this one here. Right, what do I want to do on this one here? Some dots. And we can't have that one being the only one with dots. So, on the ones that are just shaded, I'm going to add some random dots. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. And then I think maybe I'm just going to do this kind of wibbly wobbly effect across the top there, across the horizon line in gold, just to pull it all together really. So there you go. Let's see if I can zoom in a bit more on this. There. So that's the one that I've done today. The one, my practice one, there's the one that I did earlier. Do we like version number 1? Version number 2? Anyway, I think this is something that is quite good to, it's just relaxing. It's not anything that's too onerous. And our Paint Calm on a Friday is all about staying calm and doing something that's just going to hold our attention, that is not going to be too difficult, but still look quite effective. And I think that looks quite effective. I really enjoyed using my Graphitint mixed media set and my Graphitint pencils for a change, I have to say. So, oh, and I've dribbled on it. Right. What do? We stay calm and we blot and nobody knows the difference. There we are. All right, everybody. I hope you have a lovely Friday, and that you enjoy your weekend. So I have got some things lined up for you over the coming week. I'm actually away, but I've scheduled them to, be available whilst I'm away. Even the paint calm for next Friday is already done. So there we are. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay calm as always. Take care, and hope to see you again soon. Bye bye for now.